Things are hurrying up. Can Arsenal catch Liverpool? Are we sleeping on City? Showdown between Conte and Simone Inzaghi. Kane's first trophy. And Barca. I don't think they are giving up just yet. So, what we say, man? Let's look at that EPL. So, as we can see here, Liverpool was 53 points. Arsenal 47. They're still keeping in it. So it's still a 6-point swing. But remember, Liverpool have that game in hand, which is against Everton. Forest 44, City 41. Now, let's ignore sixth. Let's just ignore. Let's just ignore sixth. Now, I think the fact that Forest are even in this situation, I think is amazing. But what we're going to see is that City are going to catch up with them. They're going to leapfrog them. I think City are going to hone in. This really does feel like it's going to be a two-horse race. I just think that City have led it too late. But here's the thing. Let's have an argument here. There's still a lot of ground to be made. City play Arsenal this weekend. So if City manage to say what's up this Sunday, then things could now get interesting in that sense. So I think for City, if they're looking at perhaps trying to do something crazy, they have to beat Arsenal. But I do believe that if Arsenal beats City, that's it. It's done. If Arsenal beat them, it's completely done. I think if it's a draw and Liverpool win their game, then it gets a lot more trickier for Arsenal, man. But in my viewpoint, I do feel like if City are pretty much going to secure third, and fourth is going to be a shootout between Forest, Newcastle, and look, man. Here's the thing, man. You know, I was here for a title. I was here for a title. So, yeah. So let's just look at Liverpool games. So Liverpool have so they have Bournemouth away. That's not going to be easy. So they go Bournemouth away. Then of course the League Cup, FA Cup. That's the game. That is the game. Everton away. So it's Everton away, Bournemouth away. So is that the game? Is that Everton game the game in hand, or is just that the? Because remember they have to play Everton twice, I believe. So I'm not sure that that's the game in hand. I don't know. So Bournemouth away, Everton away, Wolves at the crib. That should be a dub. Newcastle away. I'm super sure. Man City away, Newcastle at home. So it's a bit of a tricky February, but if you're for Liverpool, I do feel, bro, Bournemouth dropped a 5-piece on Newcastle's head. And I think they beat Chelsea, and I think they beat City as well. So that's not going to be easy. So both Liverpool and Arsenal have tough games this weekend. So for Liverpool, I think that the tough games for them is definitely going to be the Bournemouth game and the City game. Those two. But if for Liverpool, I think they'll feel that no, we need to. And I think if Liverpool can beat Bournemouth and City, specifically, those are two away games, I think they're home dry, baby. I think they're home dry. But you're looking at Arsenal. What are Arsenal saying? So the City game is going to be key. So the City game, okay, that's the League Cup game. Leicester City away, West Ham at home, Forest away. I think those are pretty nice fixtures for Arsenal. Remember, it's City who are a bit up and down, but we don't know, but you're playing them at home. I think the hardest game for Arsenal is Forest away. You've got to beat Leicester City, and you have to beat West Ham, which is at home. So for Arsenal, that's a pretty good ride. Because remember, for Liverpool, yes, it's Newcastle, but okay, it's at home, but it's still Newcastle. Which is why I said to guys that Liverpool, it's their title to lose. If you were a betting man, you put your money on Liverpool and the league's most effective player, which is Salah, especially with Van Dijk. It makes much more sense. But all I'm saying though is I just think it's disingenuous just to rule them out. I just feel that it would be really disingenuous to rule out So basically, it would be really disingenuous just to rule out Arsenal, you know, because, and I think the thing about the Premier League, we just don't know. I cannot tell you for sure Liverpool beat Bournemouth away. I don't know for sure. Oh, they'll beat Wolves. I think they wouldn't beat Newcastle. City away, I don't know. Maybe City might show up. Might show up. Who knows? So, but I'm looking at that Bournemouth away game because Bournemouth, they're tricky. That's 5 piece. They put them their head, and the run they've been on is crazy. You see, for Arsenal, the City game is going to be huge because I think City might feel like if we've got a bit of life, and City will be looking to win that game. And I think Pep, as crazy as it may sound, Pep has not given up on this league title. So this Arsenal City game is going to be very tricky. And guys, I don't know, I'm still not sure. I might be going to that game. I might be going to that Arsenal City game. Let's say okay, they'll beat them, and it's Forest away. That's going to be a tough one. So it's a tough little February for Arsenal. It's a tough little February, and we need to just see how things are. So where I'm with the EPL is Liverpool. It's yours to lose. Driving seats. It's a home straight. Don't sleep on Arsenal. But again, but do you know what makes Arsenal's situation so much harder, especially when I look at that City game and the Forest away game? It's the Saka injury, it's the Jesus injury, it's a reliance on Havertz. And do you truly believe that Saliba or Gabriel or Calafiori or your set pieces will continuously get you guys these goals? Liverpool just have so many goal scoring options that when it comes down to those games where we need to get a win, I just trust Liverpool's bench and their options over Arsenal's bench and their options when it comes down to when you need those goals. But again, in football, never assume. You just never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. Serie A. So, bro, Napoli looking good. So Napoli, 53 points. Inter, 50 points. But remember, Inter have a game in hand. And I think that game in hand is against Fiorentina. I think Atalanta are out of it. So, but I believe Atalanta are going to, because Atalanta on 46, Bozo FC 39, Juve on 37 after losing a game. I think Atalanta have secured third. I think they've secured third. And I think fourth is going to be a shootout between Bozo FC and Juventus. We have a 2-horse race. So yes, it's a 2-horse race. I mean, especially when Napoli beats Atalanta, that's when it was secured. It's a 2-horse race. So for Napoli, let's look at what they have. So and remember, Conte, the guy's a very tricky guy. He intentionally lost that Coppa Italia game. He intentionally did that. So, hey, guys, this kit is flames. This kit is flames. It's fire. So, Roma away. Udinese at the crib. Bozo is now. That's going to be tricky. Bozo FC away. And then come away. So, I think their hard game is really against Bozo FC. That's going to be their hard game. And you look at Inter Milan. Oh, snap. Milan Derby. Woo-wee. Gets real. It gets real. So the Milan Derby on this Sunday. So Milan Derby, then I think that might be the game in hand. I think that's the game in hand. So it's then they have Fiorentina, then Juve away, and then of course that's the Coppa Italia game. Inter have it tough. This is tough. Milan Derby. Remember, Milan beat them in the Super Cup final. Fiorentina, which is still tricky. Juve away. These are some tough games. And remember, so I believe it's the 3rd of March. Napoli at home to Inter Milan. I did say that before the season started. I did my pick was Inter. My pick was Inter, who I feel it's his best team, and I think that they could do something in the UCL. But the way that this league has done and how Conte has surprised me, everything is pointed to Napoli winning this. Everything is. I just think everything is. Like, look, mathematically, it's in Inter's hands. So basically, put it this way, and it doesn't happen. But let's just for argument's sake, if Napoli and Inter win all their games, Inter win on goal difference, because I don't think, especially with how Napoli play and the nature of Napoli's team, they're not a high volume goal scorers. So Inter are going to have a better goal difference than Napoli. That's going to happen. But it's not. But Napoli, I think, will drop points. I think Inter will drop points as well. And the way this is looking, and I'm looking at those fixtures, that game third match is going to be a very big game. But Napoli are at the crib. Napoli are at the crib. I think if you're Inter Milan, you've got to come. It's a pretty tough February. Juve, Fiorentina, Milan derby. So if they can come through that unscathed, all W's, they have to go and try and beat Napoli. Now, they don't have to beat Napoli. A draw would be good enough. But if they can beat Napoli, then it gives them that kind of 3 points breathing space to not say what's up. But if I'm a betting man, I'm putting my money on Napoli. I think Napoli edges Serie A personally. But whatever it is, I think it's going to be a very fascinating title race between Napoli and Inter. So actually, no. Let me just quickly touch on, because I'm going to leave La Liga till last. So Bundesliga, Bayern 48, Leverkusen 42. So that is a 6-point swing, man. So because I think Leverkusen, they drew, and then Bayern obviously got a W. So it's a toss race, because Frankfurt, obviously, they lost to Marmoush to City. I think they're out of it. It's the same two teams as it was last season. Now, so the key thing to notice, remember, is 15th of Feb. So obviously, Bayern, they play Holstein. Okay, let me even make it bigger for you guys. So they play Holstein Kiel, Werder Bremen, obviously, but then at home to Frankfurt. That's Frankfurt without your boy, then Stuttgart away. But the key game is that game on the 15th of Feb. So remember, in the first game, Bayern had loads of possession, and I believe it's ended 1-1. And that was Bayern at the crib, at home. So if you're Leverkusen, you want to defend your title, you've got to beat Bayern. And I think they are very capable of beating Bayern. Shout out to your boy Florian Wirtz. I said this on the members hangout, and I want to keep that same energy. I think Leverkusen win this. I just think that, again, I know it sounds wild. I think Harry Kane might be cursed. I don't know. I think he might be cursed. I think he might be. I think he might be, because he might be. I think it's a possibility. So I believe that it's going to be. I think Leverkusen edges, but if Bayern can just maintain the winning record, but specifically if Bayern keep the winning momentum and they beat Leverkusen, I think Bayern take it. If Leverkusen beats Bayern Munich, just on a psychological tip beyond a mathematical tip, I think it might tip it even greatly, a lot more so on Bayern Leverkusen. But I just still feel that it can go. It's basically it's a title race. I think it's going to go either way. I don't think for sure Bayern are definitely going to win it. But I think that game, 15th of Feb, that's going to be the big game. And I think that game can go either way. La Liga. So, we'll see here, Real Madrid 49 points, Atleti 45, Barca 42, everyone, and Athletic Bilbao on 40. So everybody has played 21 games. Now look at that. 9 points separates fourth and first. It's pretty good. So shout out to Athletic Bilbao. So looking at the fixtures, so Real Madrid's fixtures, Espanyol away. I believe that's a league, and then that's Copa del Rey. Then Atleti at the crib. Osasuna away, another game from the hangouts, and Girona at home. So I think for Real Madrid, it's that Atleti game. That's going to be the big game for them. That's going to be the real tester for them, is that Athletic game. And you look at Barca, because I believe the El Clasico might be in March, or is it April? So Deportivo, so basically Alaves, and of course the Copa del Rey, Sevilla away, Rayo Vallecano at home, Las Palmas away. If you're Barca and you're serious, you should look to clean house. There isn't a tough, real hard game there because I don't see a Atleti, I don't see a Bilbao there. So if you're Barca, you should try to run that table. And remember, I'm just focusing on the La Liga games. So my thing is, this is where is the? This is a 3-horse race. I don't think no Bilbao. I don't think it is a 3-horse race. I feel Real Madrid have a real advantage here, but I don't see reliable consistency with Real Madrid. I still don't. There's a reason why Carlo Ancelotti has never gone back to back, because Carlo Ancelotti is much more of a cup manager than a league manager, where you really need that crazy consistency. I think all three. So again, so similar to what I said, I think about Serie A. My pick was Atletico Madrid. Seeing how the season has gone, I'm probably going to pick them, but it's even much more harder to pick a winner here because I feel that Real Madrid have it in their hands. So even like in my reaction video, I said that I think it's too late for Barca, and Barca fans started attacking me, calling me a bald-headed freak, saying that no, we still have it. We will show you. 7 points is not insurmountable. It's not. And remember, Real have to play Atleti, they have to play Barca, and I believe they have to play Bilbao. And not only that, Real Madrid are that kind of a team who, against those smaller teams, may come undone. So they're not a reliable kind of a team. I told you, Real Madrid, they're a UCL team. They're not a league team. So if Barca can just get back to being consistent, 7 points is easy. But I still feel Barca would. So that is the key thing. Yes, it was a great win. Super win, 7-1. I believe Barca are going to drop points. So as much as I think Real will drop points, Barca will as well. I don't see Barcelona going on like a 6, 7, 8 game winning run. I just don't. I still see them getting undone in 1 or 2 games easily. And for Atleti, I just don't know what happened to them in those 2 games because they were in a great run. And especially like Leganes. But let's see what they do prior to the Madrid derby. Because if Atleti get back to winning ways and they're now primed to maybe try and see what's up with that Madrid derby, it's gonna be key. So it's a 3-horse race. It's a 3-horse race. I don't think it's really all over for Real Madrid, but betting man, at this stage right now, who should I put my money on? Real Madrid. I think so. Because I think for Real Madrid, they see that they have a great opportunity now. I feel like if Mbappe has found his goal scoring niche, Carlo is nearing towards trying to get the balance of the team. Alaba coming back from injury, and I think that a few weaknesses I see through Atleti and for Barca, I feel so. But put it this way, like it's still open season. Yes, put your money on Real Madrid, but there's an argument for all 3 teams to now say what's up. But whoever the case may be, it's exciting times ahead. Think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.